Okay, folks, welcome back. 4 viewers. Wow. Everybody's sitting on the edge of their seat. Welcome, welcome. So we have the last 2 spearmen to do for the Armenians. And that'll finish them off. All right, let's get to it. We started on a little bit. Not that we got very far. Got about the jacket color done on him. Figure out the pants. These 2 figures have tall boots. This guy's about to be told he's got to wear brown ones. You, sir, have to wear brown ones. Pants? No, boots. All right. Who's that? That's a Joe color. There is. We're waiting for you. Did you see my note on the spear size? It's 1.25 inches. I'm sorry, inch and a 1/16. And you can just go to Joann's Fabrics and 1 inch and 1/16. This is what I use for the spears. They're about 8 foot long. It's about the right size. And I bought these independently. I don't know why I have these. And these happen to be 1 and a 1/16. I bought them in 2 different times, and I got exactly the same size. So, what does that tell you? It's obvious that's the correct size. Anyhow, I got enough spears to do every freaking Greek army known. And that's the size I use for these guys right here. Filed down, of course. It'd be uncivilized otherwise. All right, we got some black. We've got some brown. Let's get some black out here to play. What are we going to talk about? I don't know that I can get both these guys done in this painting session. I'm good till about 5. I'm thinking. We're going to try. Be nice to spray them today, goop them tonight, and that way when we come back tomorrow morning, we can start making the basing look like this. All right, let's take some of this stuff off. So 2 more figures. These 2 stands of spear are done. We're probably going to do the Normans next. Just because I've been dying to paint some Normans. Now, I don't really know what's wrong with this. Behaving weird. Tell you what, this thing can go on timeout for a while. We got plenty of brushes. Well, that's actually a nice brush. I think it's too nice. I think that one's too nice. That's a Kolinsky blend. I want to say that was one of the ones from Germany. Let's not blow it on that. What else can we have here? We're not doing something super precise. Let's go to this other cousin that's here. And try leaving the nicer brushes for like faces and stuff like that when you've got to use it. Let's see if we can get rid of that little turn at the end. Done. All right. Boots it is. Those of you guys that joined me this morning, welcome back. Those of you guys that are here for the first time today, welcome. We should be some painting more tomorrow morning as well. For those of you that like to wake up with Tony, or if you're on the other part of the world, go to sleep with me. Whatever the hell that means. Whatever the hell that means. So I wonder how long it's going to take from the preliminary event listing, the PEL for Historicon, to come out. Well, we have a full slate of DBA stuff at this Historicon. We're planning on going unless they pull some fast thing on it. I turned on some, I didn't turn it on, but I was looking for the weather this morning and it had this thing on the computer for MSN News or who knows what the hell it was. And we're talking about another one of those outbreaks in California. So hopefully that doesn't happen in Pennsylvania in July. But nothing surprises me anymore. I've had my fill of having the rug pulled out from under me. Yeah, we got too much of this shit right now. We need to put this stuff away. You go over here. You go here. These two go over here. Russian green goes over there. Black. Now maybe we can function a little bit more without knocking down four things. I know other people have this little corner of their desk that they paint at. I can't function that way. That's not for me. Yeah. The only person that I know that can drink coffee that's almost too strong. I had this coffee at breakfast that I went and got, and it's too damn strong. But I'm still yawning at the same time. All right. Pants color for this clown. Let's go a light blue. A light blue. Just a tiny little bit of this showing. A little bit of white to this. Get some good yard work done. No, I didn't do shit. I wasn't planning on mowing the lawn. Well, I was until it decided to rain yesterday a little bit. So it's probably going to be tomorrow morning or some point. I'm not too worried about it. I got pretty slow growing grass. But I stopped, got breakfast with the girls, came back here, putz around until my haircut appointment. I was on my way out to it, and I get a call saying that it was being postponed. It was an emergency that I want to reschedule, and reschedule for it in a week. And then it came back here and just kind of putzed around. Didn't get online because I didn't know how long it was going to be before the girls came back, and just getting online now. So I don't do yard work this late. There's no reason to. My preference is in the morning. In the evening, if you run late, you got a problem. It's in the dark. But in the morning, if you run over, it's not a big deal. Still trying to down this coffee from this morning. I had a neighbor that would always start mowing the lawn about 2 p.m. I had a name for him. It's called Moron. That is the wrong time to start mowing the lawn. Okay, does this guy have... Let's come back and do his shield in a little bit. I want to do double crosses, but it's like a single cross with 2 crossbars on it. That's what we want to do for this guy. I'm fading fast. Let me see if I can spruce this up with some ice, and I'll be right back. do something a little different. See if I can wake up. System. Not that. This is not the either. Place him somewhere else. I'm my own nemesis. Here they are. Yep. I talked about earlier in the year, possibly doing some 20mm figures for World War II this year. Of course, it's going to have to wait till after the Byzantine. And I know I've brought these out before, but let me see if I can talk about something and wake myself up. Look, they're even on pennies. This is actually where the pennies started. The pennies started as using them as permanent bases for my 20mm figures. So I would just glue them on here, and there was the permanent stands these guys are on. Now, the interesting thing is a lot of these guys are out of production anymore because they were gotten, I don't know, over 20 years. And so anyways, I've got lots of Germans. I got lots of Germans in particular. And as I got them painted for a scenario. And if I got into doing this again, I'm going to make a scenario where, or do several games where people are playing resistance fighters, and the Germans will be controlled by, the bad guys will be controlled by the GM. So here's the resistance fighters that we've got, and I've got about 20 of them. I forget exactly how many I have. These tractors just fell apart. There's a couple of HO scale tractors that I had bought, and I threw them in here, and of course they're made of plastic, so they're not going to be as durable as all these heavy white metal things kicking around. And I forget exactly how many of these guys I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 26 figures, something like that. And these are from Battlefield. And they have a mixture of weapons. Let me put my glasses on and make sure that his faces are... Some of these guys have some pretty darn good faces. And they have a mixture of equipment, like this guy in particular. This guy's got a Bren gun. And looks like he's got some kind of a uniform. Maybe even a German uniform that he confiscated and put on. Got a guy here with a beret and a Sten gun. He's got a scarf. There we go. Let's move that here. So this is what I'm gonna do whenever I get back into doing 20 mils. This is what I'll do. I will paint this stuff up. Give me an excuse to get these guys painted. Guy's got some kind of a bolt action rifle. Looks like it's got a magazine, maybe an Enfield. Hollering out. He's got a watch on his wrist. And most of these guys are Battlefield. We have occasional guys from SHQ, like these two are SHQ. So is this one. Not a big fan of SHQ. This is another one. Here's another one. Here's a leader with a revolver. Oh, it's a woman leader with a revolver and a Molotov cocktail. So, is this also a... I'm not sure if this is an SHQ guy or not, but anyhow, so French resistance fighters. So the other Thornies I painted many, many years ago, they still look okay by today's standards. Just the basing on them is very archaic. it's going to look like this. You know, which is basically just, I used to paint it green and then dip it in the woodland scenic stuff. Pretty archaic, so. I don't know if I'll get around to doing it. I like to talk about it. Haven't done World War II stuff in a long time. Here's another female character with a Sten gun. Actually says MP on it. Maybe for a machine pistol? That one has like a C on it. Anyhow, mixture of different folks. So, you know, the skirmish game that I play is very few characters per person. So, what armies of those do you have done? In 20 mil, I've got Germans, I've got some U.S., I've got Soviets, and 4 British. So the British really don't even count. Mostly U.S. and Germans. But anyhow, did that wake me up? I don't know. I got these guys handy because that's probably the easiest way to do it, is just get everybody, you get everybody to have different missions, kind of like Pig Wars, so to speak. But it's a very slow moving game. That's okay. I'm not particularly interested in playing something that moves really, really fast and lacks detail. I'm real particular about that. And it might just be an excuse to paint other things that, I don't know, maybe somebody looks at this stuff and goes, ancients, I don't paint no ancients. We won't even look into Tony's videos. Which is what I probably would have done 25 years ago. I'm like, I don't do ancients. Except there was no internet 25 years ago, or no proper internet. No proper internet. All right. This cold brew is difficult to down. It's got a weird taste in it, almost like chicory or something like that. Not really caring for it. It's strong, but paint the rest of this spear on here. All right, fleshy time. I'm gonna stop about 5 and go to the gym, and hopefully that'll wake me the hell up. It's not like I didn't get any sleep last night. Another guy with a beard. Go figure. The bearded bastards. Four viewers. Joe and three lurkers. Welcome. Don't be shy. Let's talk about stuff. Bring something up so we can stay awake here. Had an interesting discussion this morning on the channel about who was a better general, Alexander the Great or Hannibal. I don't think anybody changed the other person's opinion. That's fine. I don't need to convert people to my way of thinking, nor do I need to be converted. Let's add some white to this. Wow, I just can't seem to shake this. Can't seem to shake this sleepiness I have. I got a half a while to go take a nap. I think actually I'm going to go do that. So sorry for cutting this short, but I just can't seem to stay awake. And we should be back on in the morning again for another dose. And see you guys then. 5 a.m.